So, hello and welcome to week 4 for EC362 Economics and Financial Markets. So, this week we have 2 more guest speakers. I just wanted to advise you of that. The first one is Owen Diffley from ILIM. They're the investment management arm of Irish Life. And Owen is going to give us a presentation on ESG investing, which is probably the hottest topic in investments at the moment. So he'll explain basically all about ESG and what it means, why it's become such an important issue for both the investors and indeed those people managing the money. And then on Friday, we're going to have another guest speaker, this time Adrian Whelan. He's one of the senior vice presidents at Brown Brothers Harriman. BBH you may not have heard of, but they're one of the original Wall Street investment banks. They have an operation here in Dublin where Adrian works, and Adrian is going to come to talk to us about a fairly wide variety of issues, I think, that are currently interesting in international finance, with a particular emphasis on Ireland. So I'll give you the specific details of those and the Zoom links of those, of course, later on. So another thing just for financial markets this week, just to note, is I'm going to do a couple of recordings instead of going back on the notes from last week. So what I'll do is I'll have a quick recording linked to chapter 3. It'll be very short. And then for chapter 4, which would have been the lecture on Thursday, I'm going to have a basically slightly longer recorded discussion on that. Again, it's quite basic material. To some extent, actually, it's linked to what Owen Cotter from Davy was talking about when he was talking about risk and return. So it's really just, again, more background really before we kind of get into the main elements of the module. Just speaking of the module, one other thing to note is that the second reading assignment, the second 2% MCQ is up now and has a deadline of this Friday, the 5th of March. Again, that particular assignment is based on Bodhi chapters 3 and 4, and it's relatively straightforward. It's just really have a quick read of those chapters and answer the MCQs, or at least attempt the MCQs to get the marks going for that. Again, I know a lot of you are getting in contact about the equity project. Again, any questions that you might have on that, we will try to deal with in Thursday's class. So the schedule for this week is that Wednesday at 5 o'clock will be Owen on ESG, which, as I said, is a really important thing to know about. And then on Thursday, we'll have a regular class. And then Friday, which again will be 3 o'clock, we'll have Adrian Whelan from Brown Brothers Harriman, which, as I said, is quite an interesting investment bank. One of the last, actually, private investment banks from Wall Street. So that's it for this week. So I'll leave you be. As you can see, it's a relatively nice day in Galway eventually after a foggy start, and today I've actually just gone about 200 meters from the house, so not too far at all. Okay,